Hi, welcome to Craig's Twist 81. I'm just going to have a playthrough of Stellaris. I've gone for hyperspace travel this time because it does make it more of a defensive game. You can defend certain points where you know the enemy would be attacking you, and you can choose where you're going to have your domain and whatnot, so I think that's pretty cool. Instead of going for a militaristic, where I invade and try and subjugate everybody, I'm just going to go for pacifist. This way I'm going to try and form federations, so I'll still be going to war, but at least I'll have like sort of defensive alliances and things like that. Fanatic militarist, along with intelligence, quick learner, and talented. So I'm going to try and get through the we're going to go for a technocratic race. I'm going to try and build robots, droids, and then get sentient AI and sentient AI leaders. With a bit of luck, because we're pacifist and we're going to be forming friendships with other empires, with a bit of luck I'm going to be able to open migration treaties, and I'll be able to colonize worlds with droids, in which case planets that are not habitable by my base species, hopefully we'll be able to have it so that we can form migration treaties and other aliens can come in and live there instead. So hyperdrive only. I want to make it even so that we all have to play by the same rules. And no advanced neighbours or anything like that. I'm not going to have. I want everybody on an even playing field. But I'm going to have endgame crisis and Iron Man on. We'll just get started. So in this one, I've basically chosen. Where do we see it? Here we are. So yeah, we've got a greater number of empire leaders, and that's basically because of this one. Where is it? That one there. So I get more core systems. I'm also going to be having 2 scientists up as well. I have to apologise for the construction going on outside. It's ridiculous. It's been going on for probably about 2 or 3 years now. Right, okay, so usually you might get research speed increase straight away. We haven't done this one, so I think I'm going to go for something that increases... I think I'm going to go for something that increases my energy right at the start. I'll go for that one. Growth speed, that unlocks some pretty good ones. That's going to be able to increase the lifespan of our leaders, so I'm going to go for that, because our leaders are pretty important in this playthrough. And then mining, this one, because our species is weak, I'm going to go for that straight away just to offset the mineral deficiency we have. Alright, and then scientist, I'm just going to start by surveying that, and then we can unpause and put it on fast. So that's where we are in the scheme of things, and already when I look at this I can see some potential defensive locations. It's not the best location actually, right in the middle. If I got this section here, I could potentially block. You don't know where the neighbours are going to be, so you can't really plan too far ahead. But I can see already that there are 2 defensive points there, and maybe one here, and that would secure this central part here. And I can already see there are a couple of planets here that I can't actually colonize yet, but I will be able to because we're going to be hammering through the technologies. I find it's quite good to get terraforming and climate manipulation and things like that. Right, so let's just work our way around here. Because our leaders are more skilled, we shouldn't have a problem. Well, I say that, they've only got 2 stars, but they're supposed to be more skilled anyway. Hopefully we won't have a problem taking care of any anomalies that we come across in the early game. So this will be our basic quest chain that's going to go through the game, I guess. Begins the mass extinction through the ages event chain. Track all. Yeah, so they're nowhere near where we are at the moment, so we don't really have to worry about that just yet. So we're not against other alien nations, so it's not a completely negative response there, and we get some society research. So this one's okay because it's research speed 5%, 10%. This one not so much. Shall we see what other options we've got? So I'm going to recruit him straight away because it increases the research speed. That means we've got a spare. I'm going to build another science ship straight away. The construction ship can go and start those mining stations. We've now got our other science ship, so I'm going to assign that guy. I'll send him up this way. Unity, I was going to slow it down for just one tick while I make a decision here. So I think I'm going to go normally I'd go for expansion, but just to offset these negatives, like we don't get, they're not negative, but they're not much either in the early game, so I might go for prosperity, just to initially take the mining station build cost down. And then even discovery, just to take the research station build cost down, because I will develop them later on. But expansion's going to be probably, maybe not actually. I'm not sure about expansion yet, just because I'm not sure how this is going to work out. Anyway, let's speed it back up again. Piracy will be introduced shortly, so it'd be nice just to get the odd corvette built. I'm going to do that straight away. I'll build another one. If we have a look on our planet. So this, as soon as we research the exoskeleton suits, we'll be able to use them and mine a lot more effectively. What have we got down here? Geothermal. So whatever we found, it gives us extra energy credits, which are welcome. That's a pretty good planet, so I can't wait to colonize that. I'm also going to be researching Betharian stone as soon as I can. So, science officer reports traces of life found on that planet. So because of our materialistic culture, we didn't really think much of the comet. If we were spiritualists, maybe it would be a sign from God or something like that, but just gone for a research station there just to pick the engineering one up a bit. So now we've got that. Still no increase to ordinarily I'd go for the science labs pretty soon as well, but is that one? Food output? No guarantee that we'll have that within our region now, so I'm just going to go for orbital farms. We'll do that. It's just easy experience, I guess, or minerals or whatever you get at the end of it. Just slow down to middle for a second, just so I can see what I'm doing. Right. So that's like a defensive position because potentially people could come from two different angles, but I'm going to come down here and try and maybe we can expand on this bit, colonize planets over here. So so now we're getting a little bit more engineering research. I'm just going to, we haven't got a massive amount of minerals in this early game, so our mining stations are only 60 instead of 90 now, so that makes it a bit better. I'm going to focus on colonizing minerals. So this colony ship, oh, what was that? Just research. So this colony ship, the XX, for no imagination there at all, but XX miner, just so I know that he's going to be mining stuff. Another construction ship that I build later could focus on researching. Okay, so that's going to boost our minerals a little bit as well, because we're all going to start using exoskeletons. Robots, I'm just going to go for that straight away. Yeah, it would have been better to... I mean, that one, obviously, I need as well, but go for robots. And I might... Mummified pilot? I might swap them over so that those robots come a bit quicker. So our science ship's discovered something now which gives us +3 society research. That's the last system for them to survey. Once he's done that, I think I'm going to send them back down this way and make their way up here. Whereas this science ship can actually make his way all the way down here. So we're boosting our minerals up, slowly but surely. Right, so on this planet, they're currently being wasted. We do have a little bit of food there, but not a lot. Same for energy. We're going to be colonizing pretty quickly as well, so I want to really get some power plants built, and we'll move him up. What else can we don't have the energy grid. Oh yes, we do have it, so I'll build that next. Might be worth building that straight away actually. Yeah, that's probably a mistake. I didn't even see that +2 there either, so I'm going to pop him over to there, and we'll build the energy grid on that one. So this planet down here is going to be good to generate lots of energy later on, because we're going to have a lot of robots as well. But obviously we're seriously lacking in minerals. Similarly with most of the games I play, I'm not a complete expert on these things. There will be other people out there who play, they throw a lot more hours into these games, and so when you watch, you know they're going to win, or you know they're going to do really, really well, and you can pick up some tips, and I like watching videos like that. But I guess my videos are more focused on giving you some confidence in your gaming, because, you know, you're watching somebody who isn't fantastic, and things can go wrong. So, but already I can see there are quite a few worlds that are not quite colonizable yet, so I am going to put points into expansion so that I can send the construction ship out and secure this territory with frontier outposts, so that later I can send droids here to colonize these worlds. That's only 15. I mean, this world, for example, perfect for droids, I guess. So again, discovery is going to be a good one, because we're focusing on hammering through the technologies. I'm just going to keep building mining stations, because obviously the higher we get this figure, the quicker our minerals are going to come in, and I can start colonizing planets. So we've got another planet here that we can colonize already, and again that's an absolutely amazing planet, and again that's going to be pretty good for droids as well, just because they don't care about ethics, and they're really good at mining. So yeah, so there's signs of another species there from the past, so that's going to be a new chain of a new event chain, and we'll come across them as we go through. Artifacts, we'll find them as we go. So we're gaining levels a little bit more quickly, I suppose, because of the traits that we chose. So yeah, that planet is definitely that's going to be the first planet that I colonize. So to colonize that, we need not much influence and 350 minerals. Well, didn't work out, but we gained experience from that anyway. So they've got their jobs lined up for now. I'm just going to put that back on fastest again. Okay, so I can gain another science ship. That's not going to be bad they turn hostile. I think I'd rather do that then. And it's not going to be bad. We do have extra leaders, so I could recruit another scientist. Just research. And I'm going to be quite ageist and just go up. I haven't got the best choice at the moment. So 2 anomalies straight away in quick succession, so hopefully we'll get something good from these. I'm just going to send that back. Alien drag racing on one of these planets increases our +6 to engineering down here. Completely leveled. All tile blockers have been cleared. A thorough geological survey of this planet by Utak the Unexpected reveals nothing of interest, but the only defining feature is lack of defining features. There are depressions and elevations, but the whole surface of this planet can be regarded as unnaturally flat. Likewise, the native flora and fauna are strikingly docile and unworthy of attention. Brilliant. So that was this planet, I think, which we can't colonize yet anyway, so we will spend 60 on another mining station. Another anomaly. So it is good that we have like really intelligent leaders, because it speeds things along. So he's built now and he's on the energy grid. We've gained engineering research there. So because we're going to be colonizing some planets, so it's quite cheap on our home planet to clear these, so I'll clear that. 20%, okay. We'll bring this colony ship over here. Actually, it hasn't been. Let's slow things down just a little bit, just so I can catch up. Research speed, so that's a no-brainer. I think I'm going to choose this. And influence, let's increase our influence, because we're going to be putting frontier outposts everywhere. 3 pops gain the xenophile ethic, so that's alright. That's from choosing that they are beautiful option. And given that we're not going to be warmongers in this one, xenophile isn't a bad trade to have. So we're almost on 350. So my next, I'm not getting ready to go there. We haven't got robots yet, but we will soon, and as soon as we have it, we're going to start building them. Just going to get rid of that rally point. If I do build any corvettes, in fact, we're probably going to get piracy soon, so you know what, we can wait a little while longer for the to colonize our planet. I'll just get another corvette out just in case. 2 planets in that system, neither of which we can colonize, but again, and it's a good defensive spot that as well, so there's definitely going to be a frontier outpost going here. Might as well get still no great options or anything like that, but I'll just recruit one, and then at least we can get. Let's get you out this way then. Maybe we can venture around here and see what's around here. Because again, this is kind of closed, which means I could build a frontier outpost up here, or a planet, colonize a planet if there is one, and then this from here to here, you know, is could guarantee me those. If I recruit another leader here as well, so someone quite young, fire rates increased, combat speed and emergency FTL, combat speed and emergency FTL. I think I'm going to go for this one, and they are quite young as well, so they're going to be constantly gaining experience, though not a lot, because we're not really going to be going to war much in the beginning of the game. Right, push us back up again. So we've got orbital farms now. and our sensor range is increased so we can pick up with these other planets. Some species evolved to withstand. Right, so on this planet there is life apparently. Yeah, so if we colonize this planet, these guys they live a long time. They could be alright to sort of bring into our empire. We could uplift them and bring them into our empire, and then maybe they could even become leaders one day, and they live a long time, so that's good. Right, research, so we can colonize this planet now. And I think I'm going to put it probably here. Looks like a good spot. Or here. I think we'll go for this one. Push that back up the fastest again. Issue special project derelict ship. Just reduce that down to middle just while I take a look. So we'll get them to research that and then finish surveying the system. This derelict ship is either going to give us some decent stuff, or we're going to get a new ship. Right. Yeah, so we're basically just getting society research for the dead people we found on there. Push that back up the fastest. So we're going to take a drop of 8 energy as soon as this colony ship's produced. To offset that, I wouldn't mind, there's nothing I can do really other than on the surface. So he's sat there without anything going on anyway. So we've found, let's build a power plant. So basically what that was saying is we found, oh, for God's sake, let's slow this down because I'm just getting interrupted endlessly. So we've got life on this planet, so there's another planet that we can build. We now also have a faction, and they want us to find strategic resources, otherwise they're quite happy. Construction ship still sat down here, not really doing a lot. Up here we've got 5 engineering on 1 planet, so that's well worth, it's good value. On this one we still haven't, I thought we'd sent a science ship to check that one out. Go to this one first and then come back down here. So yeah, we don't actually have any, we haven't researched anything to do with weapons or anything yet, so oh well, we've got that, so we can stick another one in there I suppose and auto update that. So that just gives us extra tracking and sensor range. We'll just tell them to upgrade. So now we've got robots. Now we'll go for the Corvette. I would normally maybe go for mining, but I want to focus on getting some navy produced, because we are probably going to get the pirate thing starting up soon, where some pirates basically nick some of our ships and start fighting against us. They're usually about 140 something in firepower, so let's see, so we've got 1 mining, 2, 3. So 3, we want at least 3 robots on this planet. I'm going to start by building 1. Yeah, just start by building 1. This science ship over here now. So again, that's a nice little, I think we want to survey this one, and this is a good little spot for maybe a frontier outpost. And then obviously some defensive stations later on. That's our 5 research done. There was nothing to worry about in this system. I think I'll go for the research station. Let's have another quick look on this planet. Yeah, I do want to focus on getting some frontier outposts built early on, just in case we have like a neighbour right next to us. So our colony ship has started colonising this planet. So they're now level 3, that's good. They're doing that. So we've seen them, we'll get rid of them. Construction ship. Come down to this moon and we'll just have one station there just to boost this mineral thing, score up a little bit. Mining your own business. So that anomaly, basically try and stop the machine, drill rampage, scrap it for materials. Deep within a crevice of the giant asteroid we have found something astonishing. There is mining gear attached to the rock, digging itself into the vast depth of the asteroid. It stands abandoned with no sign of who placed it there. If we can stop the machine we might be able to learn something about the technology used to build it, but we must hurry before the random debris crushes it. Let's do it and hopefully nothing bad will come of this. I'll slow that down for a second and just see what's going on. We need a construction ship in that area, so our construction ship is going to change and come straight here. Got some upgrades to our leaders. So back on this planet, we're doing alright for minerals because I would have been taken negative there. So at least I'm in the positive thanks to some of the upgrades we applied here. I think I'm probably going to end up getting rid of that +1 food and just clearing this one and building a hydroponic farm there. Looking at this, we can also get some extra food from here, so I think I'll do that. And then on the surface we can put her to work doing something else. Our society research is still quite low, so if I put her there and get a basic science lab up and running, speed that up a little bit. Slow it down. Down here or up here? Well, this science ship's going to be making her way around here, so let's bring this one down. And as for this science ship over here, I could make my way around and under there. Start with this one and then come around this way. With assist research, which is one of the things I'm going to get later, I'll be able to send all of these 3 just to sit and help the research. Geothermal fracking, so it gives me extra engineering, so that's pretty good. Construction ship, I'm going to bring him back over this way now. I'll maybe stick him here and put some get a research station built there. Right, speed up. Research. I think I'm going to go for another Corvette. This will be the last one now. Just for a little while. Just to combat the piracy if it ever comes. Right, we've now got this over here, and that's a +6 on one planet for engineering, so I'm trying to remember, it's 60, isn't it? 60 minerals we need for that one. So we found a planet which could be potentially terraformed. Doesn't look like it, but I'm sure that's gonna Research speed's increased, so that's good. Energy credits could be useful. I also want to get my navy up to scratch, but I think decisions. I'm quite indecisive as well, by the way, so I think I'll go for deflectors and get started on that. You know what, I don't think I'm going to get attacked anytime soon, so to hell with it. Apart from those pirates, which shouldn't be a problem. You do sometimes come across aggressive aliens as well early game, so I'm taking a gamble, I suppose. Research. No, I want to focus on getting my minerals. So it's not really a very good trade-off, 2 minerals for the amount of energy you spend on the station. The birth of piracy, there we go. So we will be getting some aggression soon, I think. Right, I need to send him to do something, so just do that.